Good morning, kids. Today we are going to study environmental studies looking around. Our today's science topic is chapter number 23 Pochampalli. I hope you must be remembering we had done some of the topics of this chapter in previous part of the video. Today we are going to revise them and continue further. So, in this chapter, we are learning about a special cloth that is Pochampalli. A special cloth that most of the families weave in Pochampalli town of Telangana is called Pochampalli. Pochampalli is a traditional occupation. Traditional occupations are those occupations which passes from one generation to another. Then we had learnt about weaving. Weaving is a process of forming cloth by joining thread. The person who weaves fabric is called weaver. We had also learnt the process of weaving. First, you have to put the bundle of threads into boiling water to remove the dirt. Then, you have to dye the thread with bright colors. Dry the thread and roll them into bundles. Put the bundles into loom and clothes are woven. This is what we had done till now. Now we are going to continue with our chapter. In previous class, I was telling you there are two types of threads that are used to make Pochampalli. First one is cotton and second one is silk. Silk cloth and silk saris were woven with silk thread and cotton thread is used to weave cotton saris, cloth and sheets etc. The loom has many needles. The size and number of needles changes according to the design. The weavers weave the beautiful Pochampalli saris in bright colors. Through their traditional craft, they have made their region world famous. So, in previous class, we had learned that after drying the thread, they are put into loom, and that loom has many needles. Actually, loom is a structure that is used to weave a cloth from thread. It is not a machine, it is just a framework. And it has many needles, which changes according to the size and design. Also, do you know, kids? A small town that is Pochampalli town is world famous for its saris because the saris they weave are really very beautiful. There are some more crafts which are world famous. Let's have a look on them. Before that, I would like to tell you these crafts which are done by hands are called handicrafts. For example, Madhubani painting. We had already learnt about it in previous chapter. I hope you must be remembering. It is done in Madhubani district of Bihar. Assam silk is also famous, along with Kulu shawls and Kashmiri embroidery. Basically, these famous handicrafts are named after their place where they are done. Craft in danger. Great silk is needed to weave such special saris. It also takes many days of hard work. After all this, it is difficult to get good price for these saris. Silk is becoming expensive day by day. Big shopkeepers give very little money for the saris, though they themselves sell them at very high price. That is why many weavers are giving up their family craft. Many are leaving their villages to work as laborer in big cities. We need to solve this problem by helping them get a better price. Otherwise, this precious craft will be lost forever. Actually, kids, now many people of Pochampali town are giving up their family craft. They don't want to do this craft. They don't want to do this work anymore. Why? Actually, the expenses are rising. Whatever cost they are bearing, that cost is much higher than the price they are getting for this craft, these saris. And the main reason is the mediators. The big shopkeepers to whom these small weavers sell their work, they they purchase from these weavers at very low price, but they themselves sell them at very high price. Actually, the main person who is doing this hard work is not getting right amount what they actually deserve, and that's why they are giving up their family craft. Second reason is the silk is becoming expensive day by day. Do you know how silk is made? Let me tell you. Okay, kids. So, now let us learn how silk is obtained. Can you tell me what is source of silk fiber? Is it a plant or animal? Yes, it is an animal which is known as silkworm. How silk is obtained? To know that, we need to understand the life cycle of silkworm. Silk is obtained from a tiny creature called silkworm, right? And first stage of life cycle of silkworm is laying eggs. Basically, female moth lay eggs on mulberry leaves. Then second stage is larva. This worm-like structure which you can see in the picture is called larva. Third stage is resting phase. And during this phase, a worm starts making a thread-like structure on its body, which is called cocoon. Next, in a cocoon, this worm starts developing the organs, and now it is called sessile. And last stage of life cycle of silkworm is adult. As it breaks the cocoon, the moth is ready to fly. So, four basic stages of life cycle of silkworm is egg, larva, resting phase, pupa, and adult. Cocoon is the main source of making silk thread. And do you know, rearing of silkworm in a farm is called sericulture. I hope, my dear kids, it is clear now why the craft is in danger. It takes so many days of hard labor. After all this, it is difficult to get good price for these saris. Big shopkeepers give very little money for the saris, though they themselves sell them at high price. Silk is also becoming expensive day by day because rearing silkworm and the process of making silk thread is also becoming expensive. I hope it is clear how silk is made. So many farmers are giving up their family craft. So once they give up their family craft, what they are doing now? They are basically moving towards city. They are leaving their villages because they need to work in factories or somewhere where they get a fixed amount of salary. We need to solve this problem by helping them to get better price. Otherwise, this price of precious craft will be lost forever. So, I hope, my dear kids, this chapter is clear to you. Thank you.